Hi guys, it's your friendly neighborhood 20 from Digital Scrapbooking Studio. I am working with Keep in Touch Designs wonderful collection from our anthology in November 2023. Today we are working on adjustable shadows in Adobe Photoshop Elements. I have my layout done. I don't have my shadows done. Okay. Make sure you're in your layers palette and that you are on the element you want to shadow. With that element selected, go down to the bottom right of your workspace and click on Styles. Now you'll see it defaults to bevels unless you've been in here before. So click the teeny tiny drop down arrow next to bevels and choose drop shadows. Now the last time I did a word art in a video, I just shadowed it with this hard edge style. And that's great, but it's hard. So let's adjust it. Go back to your layers palette. Back on the layers palette, make sure you are on the word art element we're shadowing, then move your mouse over onto the same element in the workspace. Now right click on the element and choose Edit Layer Style. Okay, you get a pop-up box for style settings and a little bit about the lighting angle. I don't normally change that because imagine a real page. The light comes from one direction once you're looking at it. Either comes from here or maybe it comes from the side, but the light comes from the same light source, same direction. So I don't normally change the lighting angle unless I'm doing something tricky, but I'm not doing something tricky, so I'm not touching it. Okay. What I am going to change is the opacity. That's just too dark for me. So I'm going to move that down. And I'm also going to change the distance because a word art is like a sticker. I mean, I think it's a sticker, and stickers do not have big shadows. So I've moved the distance so it's not as big a shadow. All right, and that's it. I'm going to go ahead and click OK. And I am done shadowing this element. Now I want to shadow the resin rose, so I can either click on it here in my workspace or I can click on it here in the layers palette. I'm going to go ahead and do that, and it already has a shadow style. You can see the FX, but it's a little bit too dark for me, so I'm going to go ahead and right click on the element. It's got more things, but I can still edit layer style if I scroll all the way down. And my biggest problem with it is that it's just too dark for my page. So I'm going to put this back, and that looks pretty good. And you can move this box. You can click on it and move it over here, move it over there. Again, I'm not touching the lighting angle, but what I am changing is the distance. It's a little far. There we go. All right, you like it? I like it. And click OK. All right, there's one more shadow that I wanted to do on this page. This is more of an artsy page, not a ton of shadows. I want to take this same shadow from the word art. So I'm going to go back into the layers palette on the element, and I'm going to right click over by the FX, and then I'm going to click copy layer style because I don't want to redo it. I don't want to remember what numbers I picked on my settings. And then I'm going to pick this cool stamp layer. And see, when I click on it in the workspace, it pops up on my layers palette. See, it's got this blue highlight. I'm going to right click on that even though there's no little FX thing because I don't have a shadow on it yet. I'm going to right click on that and I'm going to pick paste layer style. Click on it and that's it. It's got that same little bit of a layer style, a little bit of a shadow because again, it's a sticker. It's kind of flat on the page. And that's it. My layers are done. And I'll be honest, I'm happy. All right, guys. Happy scrapping.